So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the unseen engine that's powering India's biggest, most ambitious projects. We're talking about a company you've probably never even heard of, but one that is absolutely critical to the nation's future. Let's dive right in.
You remember that feeling, right? The incredible pride we all felt watching the Chandrayaan-3 land on the moon. And we're all looking forward to Gaganyaan, which will send our own astronauts into space. These aren't just missions, they're huge leaps forward, built on some of the most advanced technology on the planet.
And that same push for cutting-edge tech is happening in our national defense. We're talking about next-generation hardware like the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, the AMCA. This is the kind of technology designed to make sure India is a force to be reckoned with. These things are more than just machines. They're symbols of our strength and our self-reliance.
But what if I told you that all of these incredible projects, from the rockets soaring into space to the jets dominating the skies, all depend on the unique, high-tech materials made by one single company, a company that holds a virtual monopoly on the secret ingredients for our national security? Well, that company is Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited, or as it's known, Midhani. This is the quiet giant, the hidden powerhouse right at the very heart of India's strategic future.
Now, to really get what Midhani is all about, you need to forget the image of some massive, sprawling steel mill. Instead, I want you to picture a master chef's kitchen. Seriously, they're not just churning out tons and tons of metal. They are crafting small, absolutely perfect batches of super specialized high-performance alloys. This is all about quality, not quantity, because these materials are the bedrock of our national security.
And because they have this unique role, Midhani has built what investors call a moat, a massive, almost unbreakable competitive advantage. Let's take a closer look at what that really means.
I mean, just look at this stuff. These aren't just products, they are literally the building blocks of India's strategic power. We're talking superalloys that can handle insane heat and pressure inside jet engines and nuclear reactors. Special steels that form the casings for our rockets and the hulls of our submarines. Titanium alloys for fighter jet frames. This is stuff so critical, we simply can't afford to rely on anyone else for it.
So you might be wondering, okay, why can't some other company just jump in and start making this stuff? Well, that's the moat. Midhani is the only company in India that makes titanium alloys, period. They've got 50 years of deep knowledge and incredibly complex technologies. And here's the real kicker. More than 80% of their orders, they get them without even having to bid. Why? Because for customers like ISRO and the DRDO, there's literally no one else to go to.
And to top it all off, get this. The person running the whole show is one of the world's top scientists in this exact field. The new chairman, Dr. Murthy, spent over 3 decades at ISRO, actually developing the very materials that Midhani now makes for our space program. You just can't buy that kind of credibility.
Okay, so they've got this massive, unbreakable moat. You'd think their finances must be incredible, right? So let's ask the big question for any investor. Is this actually a healthy, profitable business? All right, check this out. Here is a fascinating little puzzle for you. In the 2025 financial year, MIDHNES revenue was basically flat, it barely moved, and yet, at the same time, their profit jumped by over 20%. How on earth is that possible?
The answer, it turns out, is just incredibly smart and efficient management. They got a break on raw material costs for sure, but they also saved almost 29 crore rupees just by being experts at recycling their own scrap metal. That's a huge sign of tight operational control.
And the good news on the financial front doesn't stop there. Their balance sheet is absolutely rock solid. With a debt-to-equity ratio of just 0.17, this company is on incredibly stable ground. It means they're paying for their growth with their own earnings, not by loading up on debt. That's a fantastic sign.
But of course, no company is perfect. To get the complete picture, we have to be honest and balance the very real risks against all those future opportunities.
And yet there are some pretty big red flags to consider. A major joint venture they were planning, it failed. It was just declared commercially unviable, which is a big setback. They are also completely dependent on imports for key materials like nickel. And their quarterly earnings, well, they can be all over the place, which makes it a very bumpy ride for an investor.
And that last point about institutional selling, that's a really interesting one. You can see here that in late 2025, the mutual funds, what people call the smart money, they sold off a significant chunk of their holdings. So why would they do that? It probably comes down to patience. These big funds, they need smooth, predictable results every quarter. Those lumpy earnings we just talked about can be a total deal breaker for them, even if the long-term story looks great.
But on the flip side, the tailwinds pushing this company forward are just massive. The government's whole Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative basically guarantees demand for what they make. They've got new factories coming online soon, and with huge future programs like Gaganyaan and the AMCA fighter jet just getting started, well, the need for Midhani's special materials is only going to explode.
So let's put it all together. The unbreakable moat, the solid financials, the risks, and those huge opportunities. What's the final verdict from the analysts who study this company day in and day out?
Well, the first thing you have to do is look at the stock through the right lens. If you view it as just another metals company, a price-to-earnings ratio of 64 looks really expensive. But if you see it for what it actually is, a defense company with a strategic monopoly and guaranteed orders, then suddenly that high price tag starts to make a whole lot more sense. So here's the bottom line from the analysis. 1. That incredible moat totally justifies the premium price. 2. Right now the stock is considered fairly valued. 3. The official recommendation is a hold, meaning if you're already in it for the long haul, stay put. And 4. There's a clear opportunity here. The analyst suggests that if the price ever drops into that 300 to 320 rupee range, that's your signal to consider it a strong buy.
And that leaves us with one final crucial question to think about. For a company like this, with a future that's about as certain as it gets because it's locked into the nation's most important goals, how much does today's stock price really matter compared to the certainty of tomorrow's demand? That right there is the central puzzle for anyone thinking about investing in the unseen engine of India's future.